facing the police every single day.
Put that shit back. Put it up.
You again?
Fuck 12. You think you're cool?
You can't do that to him! Pussy ass motherfucker! Chill. Hey, bitch! Get the fuck out of here, bitch!
Hey!
Fucking pussy ass!
Get back! I'm telling you to move!
Hey, it's all good. Wait, we're gonna put a report on these two fools. It's all good. What are you doing? I'm just recording.
Give me that shit. Just because he's over here being a fucking wannabe cop and shit. Yeah, I'm recording them. Do your job right. Do your job right. You don't know how to do your job, motherfucker. That's why they teach you to go train somewhere.
Come here.
Fuck you.
I know where you're going.
I don't give a shit. I'll move. I don't care.
What the fuck is his address? What's the address?
What is your problem?
You're being a fucking bitch.
What are you gonna do? I'm not gonna get you, little boy.
Talking to a little boy. Oh my god. Why is he picking on little kids?
Sit back on it.
He wasn't doing nothing but standing up. He was standing up normal. He pulled out a gun and then he pulled out a gun. Hey, what the fuck? You fucking pig!
Just because he's my son, he's gonna take him in. What a pussy. What a pussies. I don't care. I don't care. Don't talk to me. Do not talk to me.
Hey, dude, I wasn't here, man.
You guys got shit on us. We didn't do shit. That nigga's like 9 sides. And you're pushing this fucking mom. What the fuck? What's okay, what? He just, that nigga,
Somebody's gonna end up dead one of these days.
Fucking pulling out a gun on a kid, nigga. Fucking a fucking cop without a badge and a gun, damn shit.
Just remember the name.
A fucking cop without a gun and a badge, they ain't shit. They're pussy ass niggas.
Everybody just remember their faces.
As soon as you fucking say that, you got that shit.
Take a picture, record the fuck out of his face. Get his face. Like he's trying to zoom
Y'all
out.
ain't shit without fucking uniforms.
Get his face.
That is true, you ain't shit without uniforms. Y'all need to carry around a fucking gun. Y'all can't do shit. Hey, oh, fuck, bro. Come back up this nigga.
Well him up. Hey, buddy. It's over here. It's over here.
As soon as you don't got uniforms, some of the fools done that, you a bitch, see how you like it.
Yeah. Let's see how that feels, and especially little kids.
Why don't you guys slide over here to the side?
Now, well, let's go.
These are little kids, but wait till they grow up and it'll give you a hard ass time.
Hey,
Right here, this nigga right here.
bring it over here.
Come get him.
We're in the corner of Sobrano and Seville.
He assaulted a nigga.
Hey, relax. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Let them out. Well, let him out. He never did shit.
Nobody did shit.
He offended us with the gun. He's fucking pointing to the gun. Twice to fucking our hands. What the fuck, bitch? Pussy ass nigga pointing out a gun in the kid. Fucking cop without a gun. You're fast stage shit. You ain't got shit on nothing. You come and fucking arrest them. They didn't do shit to you, bitch.
No, I don't.
Don't show shit. Don't show shit. See that nigga?
Cop who held multiple small children at gunpoint on video, was just exonerated, back on duty. Illustrating the difficult nature of holding police accountable, a cop was seen on video holding children at gunpoint and he was just exonerated. By Matt Agarist, September 1, 2018. As the Free Thought Project previously reported, an El Paso police officer pulled his gun on a group of prepubescent kids while he was attempting to arrest a teenager for trespassing. But instead of charging the officer with brandishing a firearm, El Paso police responded to the incident by arresting more kids. And now, we've learned that the officer was just put back on duty after being unanimously exonerated by his peers. El Paso Police Department spokesman Sergeant Enrique Carrillo said on Thursday that the 13-member disciplinary review board, comprised of officers and civilians, found earlier this week that the officer pointed the gun at a specific juvenile and not at a group of children on July 5, according to CNN. In all, 2 12-year-old boys, 3 boys ages 13, 14, and 15, and 2 girls, ages 12 and 16 were arrested and charged with burglary for breaking into a park and recreation building and stealing a key. After poring over camera footage from the area, the police concluded that the group of kids took a key. That's right. In an apparent effort to deflect attention away from a reckless police officer, the department responded by arresting more children, a move which will likely enrich the courts, the lawyers, and anyone else who profits from people getting arrested, such as probation and family courts. El Paso County Sheriff Richard Wiles then engaged in what TFTP calls blaming the victims by insinuating that the same group of kids was suspected of vandalizing the park pool and the softball equipment storage shed. This shadow casting did not go unnoticed by members of the community, including the mother of the first teen arrested. Elizabeth Flores said she tried to get the still unnamed officer on camera choking her son but was unable to start the recording soon enough. She says she saw the officer choking her son and jumped over a fence to confront him, pointing her finger and questioning his training. Bystanders were recording the incident appearing on many major news outlets. While very adult language could be heard coming out of the mouths of little children, something Wiles also noted. However, the fact remains that an El Paso police officer drew his weapon from his holster, pointed it at unarmed, defenseless children, and is still an employee at the department on regular duty. According to the El Paso Times, the officer showed poise and restraint while under attack from the disrespectful and disobedient kids. Apparently, restraint is now assaulting unruly children with a deadly weapon. Last month, Wiles joined El Paso Police Chief Greg Allen in criticizing the children involved, as well as their parents. Allen stated that the incident is being investigated by Internal Affairs but added that the language used by the children toward the officer was inappropriate. He questioned the youth's parents as well, casting another shadow on the late curfew they were allowed to have. According to USA Today, he remarked, "At 11 o'clock at night, a 12-year-old being out seems a little unusual to me." When the review board was announced in July, TFTP predicted this exact outcome. As Jack Burns wrote, the investigation will likely end with a reprimand being given to the officer, his gun being handed back to him, then the department allowing the officer to go back to protecting the public, if that's what you call pointing guns at kids. We were wrong, however, and the officer was not reprimanded at all. Shameful indeed. Watch the original video below. police use who may want to retaliate against him physically.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I just wanted you to know that I am using this stuff under fair use. And also remember to like and subscribe this channel. Also too, keep in mind I do not make any money on YouTube. This is 5 hours work a day, you know, fighting for freedom. And you can donate with PayPal and Patreon. I just want you to think about this. If everybody gives to PayPal and Patreon, Patreon is every month. Actually, PayPal you can do every month. I have 12,000 subscribers. If everybody gives, I can quit my regular job and go full-time investigations on Charlotte County and possibly even more and beyond. So just keep that in mind. If everybody helps out, I can go full-time doing this. Thanks.